had a pretty solid first quarter, 4 or 5 months of the year for 2023. So how about I do a video and show you guys what I've picked up so far this year, if any of it is on the list that I made at the beginning of the year, if it's not, and let you guys see how I'm doing. You guys tell me what you think, and maybe let us know how you're doing. So I'm going to start off with one slab that I know was on my hit list. I picked 2 copies of this up raw. One came back a 9.6. The other one did come back a 9.8. That is Detective Comics 566, the Batman Rogues Gallery cover, and 9.8 white pages. So that was an awesome one that I was able to pick up early this year, knock that off of my list. Next up, I can't remember if this was like a last minute 2022 or the first pickup of 2023, but I think it was a 2023, or it was right on the cusp. So Incredible Hulk 105, CGC 9.0, cream to off-white. The page quality kind of sucks, but the grade is really, really nice, and I'm still on the fence about whether or not I want to crack this open and try to get the bump in the grade, or if I just want to sit it in for a reholder, because I hate these, but solid book. Next up, I picked up some cool, amazing Spider-Man stuff this year. Now, a lot of it I've already sold because I bought it to press and clean and sell so I could pick some of these other ones up. I had an amazing Spider-Man annual number 1, came back a 3.0 or maybe like a 4.0. Beautiful, beautiful book. I had an Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4. Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4. First appearance of the Sandman. That came back like a 3.0. Had 2 copies of Avengers number 8. And I also had the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 6 that came back a 2.0 off-white pages. This has already been purchased by Justin Birch. I'm just holding on to it until we get to Heroes Con. I can put it in his hands. So, I don't know. I wouldn't really count those books. It was just in the stack, so I wouldn't really count those books as pickups. They kind of helped me get to the big pickups. So this one you guys have already seen this year. I did a video on it when I picked it up. The Batman 190, the best Penguin cover, bar none. There's not a better Penguin cover. This is it right here. This is the essential Penguin cover, baby. And I've yet to crack this one open. I had some unfortunate circumstances with a book that I cracked recently, Batman 232. Didn't go well. There was some stuff that was wrong with the book on the inside, some detached pages that were not a part of the grader's notes. So once I cracked it open, I was royally screwed. So I've just been a little gun shy as of late, but I'm sure we're going to hop back on that horse very soon. Next up, these next two, some people are going to get it, some people won't, but I purchased this one on the way to Lexington Comic Con. This is Midway's Mortal Kombat Collector's Edition for the video game number 2, Mortal Kombat number 2. This book here, I don't believe we will ever see a 9.8 hit the census. And this is the highest graded copy I've ever seen for sale, so I had to scoop it up. 9.2 white pages. Awesome book. All black. Very, very, very tough book to get a high grade in because they just threw it in an envelope. And the page quality, the quality of the paper that they used on those is really not very good at all. Next up, we have another Mortal Kombat. This is another big book for Mortal Kombat. This is the Midway issue number 4 collector's edition. And I guess they call this one the limited edition, but a 9.6 white pages. There is one 9.8 on the census, and the guy's been trying to sell it on eBay for like 3 or 4 years for like $8,000. I think I've spoke about it before. He will never ever get close to that amount of money for it, and not even from me. And I'm probably the only guy that's gonna pay something kind of silly to have the 9.8. But, I got the 9.6 for just an incredible deal. So, I think I paid like $300 maybe for this 9.6. So, I was absolutely beyond happy to have that. These will be the only 2 non-9.8s in my Mortal Kombat comic book collection. And if that's the case, then I think I can live with that. I'll always be on the hunt for the 9/8, but I think I'll be able to manage with those. Next up, we have, and you've already saw the video where I opened it, my first ever Golden Age purchase, Batman issue 43. You guys, I'm all about the pirate covers. I guess I've never really looked very much for pirate covers, but I have been as of late. Had to get this one, man. It's just too cool. Too cool. Great cover here, and not a bad grade at all. 6.5 off white to white pages. Bill Finger story. Yeah, man, this is cool. This is very cool. Beautiful colors. Just an awesome book to have. And last but not least, I don't think I've shown this book off in a video yet. However, I picked this one up from Nexo Comics. These next two, the last two, I don't think I've shown in a video. I picked this raw book from Nexo Comics on Instagram. I've been purchasing books from him for almost a year now. Great prices, and I've not been disappointed with the quality of the book yet, in according to what he said the condition was. So this one here is something I've been looking for, but I wanted a high grade copy, like 8.5s or 9. And I got it. Detective Comics 373, the second appearance of Mr. Freeze, but this is the first time that we actually see him called Mr. Freeze, because before, in his first appearance, his name was Mr. Zero. Now, why was that? Well, that's because there was a character in DC's Black Hawk like 2 years prior, and he looked exactly like Mr. Freeze. He just had a red suit. The gun was the exact same looking, and he was called Mr. Freeze. So we didn't get Mr. Freeze, the name, until Detective Comics 373. I actually prefer this cover to his first appearance in Batman 121, but regardless, it's one I definitely wanted to pick up. A great book, awesome. Can't wait to get that one graded, because I think it's probably at least an 8.5, and that's something I thought was pretty cool. Now this last one, this is the biggest pickup of the year. Bar none so far, biggest pickup of the year. It was very unexpected. I just, on a whim, my wife agreed to, let's go to South Carolina Comic-Con while we were eating breakfast a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month ago on a Saturday morning. And while we were up there, I ended up picking up Batman 121, the first appearance of Mr. Zero, later to be named Mr. Freeze. Biggest pickup of the year, by far, by none so far. This thing is really cool. I didn't expect to see one there, because you hardly ever see them. And man, what a deal I got on this. Like, seriously. I know there's people out there that say, oh, I don't buy books at Comic-Cons, you can't get deals. Well, I get deals all the time at Comic-Con, so you can't buy a 0.5 of this book on eBay for what I paid for this 2.0, and I haven't seen a 2.0. I've seen 2.0s on Instagram going for like $500-600 more than I paid for this, so very happy with the price, very happy with the book. It presents very well for a 2.0. Off-white to white pages, Kurt Swan cover, Bill Finger story, origin and first appearance of Mr. Zero, later becomes Mr. Freeze, and a full-page ad for Flash 105. So, not too shabby of a first quarter of the year. I think that I'm starting the year off pretty strong, so I have no idea what the rest of the year holds. I've definitely had a hard time finding things that I do want to actually spend money on right now. So I'm as interested as maybe hopefully you are to see what I end up with throughout the year. So make sure you guys stay tuned and keep those notifications on, so when I do pick something big up, you're going to know about it and you'll get to see it too. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know how you think I'm doing. What do you think the best pickup of the year so far has been? I know it was those Mortal Kombats, baby. And as always, guys, collect your way.